Welcome back everyone. This is Moni Singh and we are going to learn same chapter, that is soil. So basically today we are going to learn about composition of soil. What are the materials that make soil? For that, what we have to do? We have to do an activity. We have to take glass material, because glass is transparent. In that we have to put some water and then add 1 spoon of soil, then stir the soil on that glass. Okay, soil and water should be mixed. After that, leave it for half an hour. Then what we can observe? We can observe such kind of layers in that water. Okay, in that glass container water. Okay, what are these? The topmost layer, we can see something is floating over water, and that is a little bit blackish dark in color. What is that? That is humus. So what is humus? Humus is basically converted, the dead and decayed matter is decomposed by microorganisms. Bacteria and fungi decomposes dead and decayed matter and converts it into humus. This is the important part of soil because it adds fertility in the soil. अब dead and decayed materials क्या मिलेंगे soil पे? Whatever the living things that lives on soil, जो भी living organisms रहते हैं, it may be insects, it may be some smaller organisms, some other kind of like snail, earthworm or other kind of whatever things, living organism that lives, and maybe leaves of plants, that is also dead part of living thing, and dead and decomposed matter, different parts of plant. Okay, maybe dead grass. So all these things, the dead and decayed materials are decomposed, that means digested, a little bit digested by the microorganisms and converts it into humus. तो microorganisms करता क्या है? It releases digestive juices over those dead and decayed matter, and due to the action of digestive juices क्या होता है? वो dead matters converted into humus. So humus adds fertility in the soil. It makes soil fertile. Okay, because जो भी dead matter में different kind of nutrients obviously found in the body of each and every organism, even in dead matter, so that finally mix with the soil in the form of humus. So it is the important, it adds nutritious value in the soil. Okay, now next we can observe water, then after that clay, a little bit dark color and a little bit muddy water can be observed. That is clay particle of soil, and size of clay particle is less than 0.002 millimeter. Clay is the smallest particle of soil through which soil is made up of. In the different particles that made soil, humus, so that is formed due to the action of microorganism. Okay, but the main components of soil is gravel, sand, silt and clay. Okay, among these, clay is the smallest one. Then after that, we can observe a little bit greater particle, greater than clay particle, that is called silt, and that is size of silt is 0.002 to 0.05 millimeter. This is also smaller particles that made soil, that is the constituent of soil. After that, all of we must have seen sand. सभी ने देखा है sand, right? So sand particles can be observed. We can easily identify sand particles, and size of sand particle is around 0.05 to 2 millimeter, right? Then at the bottom of the glass, what we can observe? It is gravel. The size of gravel is maybe like pebbles, or maybe a little bit greater or a little bit smaller than pebbles. So these are gravels, are basically rock particles. It says about the rocks through which the soil is made up of, right? And the size of gravel is greater than 2 millimeter. Okay, so we can see the comparison of size from top to bottom. bottom. Clay is the smallest one, then silt is a little bit greater than clay, then sand, then gravel is the largest particle of a soil. All these parts basically make soil. Okay, these particles make the composition of soil. Now, so many kinds of microorganisms, living organisms are also found on the soil. What are those? As we discussed, microbes like bacteria, fungi, that forms humus. And some other organisms like snails, insects are also lives on the soil. Other than these, few bigger animals also lives on soil. Some lives in burrows, some lives in like makes ant hills. Like that, so many organisms live. One important organism also found on soil, that is earthworm. Earthworm is called farmer's friend. What is earthworm? Farmer's friend. So why it is called farmer's friend? It is so because the work of earthworm is to it moves like this in the soil, and in that way it keeps the soil, ये soil को ऊपर नीचे करता रहता है. Okay, so if there is fertility, जो humus है that is on the upper layer of the soil, तो वो humus को it will carry towards the lower part of the soil as well. So soil की जो layer है उसे नीचे के layer में भी ले जाएगा, and in that way it like moves soil upward and downward direction and mixes soil evenly, and so the nutritional value of soil it equalize, हर जगह ये spread करेगा. Whatever the humus is there, whatever the nutritional amount is there, whatever the nutrients are there, basically nutrients, minerals, maybe some kind of minerals, whatever the found on the soil, ये ऊपर नीचे करके equalize करेगा. So in that way it will पूरे ही soil को it will make fertile. So it helps farmers to improve the fertility of soil. Okay, so this is how we can know about the composition of soil. In my next video we will discuss about the different types of soil. Okay, and if any doubt you can write on the comment section and I will reply your queries. Now you look at the screen.